The method I'm going to describe is vegetation structure using the cover pole. Vegetation structure method provides information on visual obstruction and habitat structure and thus suitability for various wildlife species. Visual obstruction methods have also been used to estimate biomass. For this method, we use a cover pole. In this case, we have a cover pole which is 2 meters and it's divided in 10 centimeter bands in alternating colors, with every fifth band painted red for making it easy to differentiate. This pole in particular has a spike at the bottom, which is removable too, or interchangeable depending on what substrate you're working on, and that'll help the pole be self-standing, enabling measurements to be taken by one person. So the first step in this method is inserting the cover pole in the ground at the distances that have been predetermined. It's very important for the pole to be vertical and self-standing, so it has to be inserted well, or else you're going to need 2 people to take measurements. After you've set the pole where you want it to be set, you go ahead and take measurements from the point where you're going to take the measurements from. So we get to a point where we're going to make the first measurement, and using a sight pole, which in this case is a PVC pipe a little longer than a meter, and we've drilled a 1/4 inch hole a meter up from the bottom of the pole. So we set this pole down, and looking through the hole, we can see that 6 bands are at least 25% covered or obstructed by vegetation. The data sheet in the manual lets you change that measurement criteria. Different studies such as the NRI have different cover poles and different measurement criteria, and depending on that you can adjust the data sheet and adjust your measurements. For the next measurement, we go down to their set distance and set the pole again.
Okay.
Look through the sight pole again, always being careful to keep the sight pole straight and steady. And you can see that the first 13 bands are at least 25% covered by vegetation. So on the data sheet, we're going to record a 1 for each one of the bands that is covered by vegetation, and a 0 for the ones that are not covered by vegetation. So once the second measurement's done, we go to our next set point and place the cover pole again. And we go back to our set distance, and using our sight pole, we take our third measurement. And in this case, we have the first 2 bands at least 25% covered by vegetation. And again, we record 1 as covered, 0 as uncovered.